Hello and welcome to a Nightingale update video. Now, I'm a bit late on this when it got posted. I was a bit busy, but I'm gonna cover what has changed so far. So we're at the Nightingale Autumn update, and they've done a couple things which are interesting. They've added a boss rush mode, which confused the hell out of me. I spent yesterday quite a while trying to figure out where I get this because it's not set at all. Let me show this off real quick. Right here, you'll be able to find a new boss rush challenge in the watch here. You'll be able to fight an endless series of bosses, which will each have a random minor realm card effect applied. Every boss you defeat increases the difficulty of the next. Your reward for facing the gauntlet are new Tier 5 and Tier 6 infusions, as well as a whole swath of new fabled sources. Do you have what it takes to survive? Now, this part took me quite a while to figure out. So let's hop back into the game here, and I will show you what you need to do to actually get access to the boss rush mode. So first things first, we need to travel to the watch, because this is where this is at. And they are terrible at explaining things, so I'm going to explain this here. So basically, go into the watch, head directly to the left once you go inside the main doorway, and the merchant where you buy the upgrade bench will be selling the boss rush card mode. So head over here so I can show you exactly where it's at. Because I was expecting it like a new portal or a door to open up, or maybe that thing back in the tower to be it. But no, that's not the case. So you want to head over to Addie here. So just speak to her, go to your realm cards major thing, which you're going to need 55 of the tier 4 currency to buy this, and then your boss rush realm card will be right here. So basically you buy that, then it unfortunately doesn't give you access to it. You have to go back to wherever your home is and actually craft the card at the table, which is a tiny bit annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever if you have like basically just head over here to your crafting table, not the glamour table, not that one. What table was it again? I always forget which one is the table that lets you make the cards. Oh yeah, it's the Enchantress Focus table. So go all the way down to Realm Cards Major, and you got your boss rush card here, which requires a foil paper and lustrous ink. Then, so you don't have to keep on crafting the cards, I would suggest just making yourself a nice portal and opening it up there. So that's basically how you get access to the boss rush, which had me scratching my head for quite a while, running around trying to figure it out. I was hoping it was just going to be a new portal, but I guess it was not. But anyway, next up we got our good old update notes here. Pop that back up here. We have a new weapon, which is the sword. Which the sword is pretty nice. I've built one the best I can. The parry thing does about double damage when you get it completed, and it's pretty generous with your parry timing. 3-hit combo is good. It is a one-handed weapon, so you can have the umbrella or a grenade out to use on the other thing. It is pretty nice. Like I said, let's hop back into that real quick. It's pretty nice. We'll hide that. Get back into our game here. I have the sword right here. I've made a pretty decent one. Basically just put some major damages on it. Basically easy 3-hit combo. And if you're looking for it in your store, I believe it starts at the tier 1 category right below the simple hunting knife at the simple sword here in your tools function. And then tier 2 will drag all the way down here into rugged sword, fine sword, and tier 3s all the way down here for the Ornate, Dauntless, and Mystic Sword. I built myself the Mystic Sword. Like I said, it's pretty good. It's got a 3-hit attack combo. You can repost and it'll do double damage when you get the repost off, which is pretty nice. I won't run over there because it takes a little time. You know, I'll actually run over there. But you can find the base version of the sword over here at your main settlement where the news lady is. I know it's not Billy Nye, I'm blanking on her name right now. But in order to unlock the first one, if you're just trying to find it, you don't want to spend the money on it, is you basically just head to your first settlement. World's randomly generated, so yours might be to replace the mine. Or it might not be. Depends how things are going. But yeah, at your crossroads place, you go into the settlement, and your sword will be just sitting right here past the first gate. And you got a nice tin sword right there for us. Actually, I think the tin sword might be a tier 2 sword, so that's actually... Oh no, I think it's just a basic sword, just a tin version of it. But that's how that works. Let's head back in here. That portal's still open. Eventually, at the end of this, I will go into the boss rush room. But let's go through our notes some more here and see what else we got to work with. So next up we have the magic arrows that they've added, which you have entanglement arrows, which they're kind of like bind enemies and slow them down. They do have diminishing returns, it says. Then you have implosion arrows that they're basically torque bow arrows. If you've ever played Gears of War, they explode after you shoot them after a little bit. Then you have slicing arrows. These ones are actually pretty interesting because they shoot 2 arrows right next to each other and creates a line between them, which is pretty good. So we'll go. I'll show you where you can get those arrows at. So let's get back into our game here, and then for our progression, we want the good old. We got our bow here. Tier 2 is where you're gonna get your magic arrows. So it'll be right here if you're looking for them. And then, like everything else that you make, you can make your arrows just right up here at your workbench. So you got your entanglement arrows. They do cost nature seals to make these arrows and metal plates, which is a little bit resourceful heavy. But let's see what these arrows actually do here. So first thing we'll do is we'll load up our entanglement arrows. Now the model hasn't changed on these. I wish they would do like a tiny bit of model change. I think these entanglement arrows might actually be good for hunting if I don't outright kill something here. I'm using the entanglement arrows, right? Yeah, let's see if we can get something to spawn. See how good these entanglement arrows can do. Still have that Halloween one on, so we should get spawns pretty nice. Of course, I might be at such a difficulty setting that enemies just insta-die. Unfortunately, enemies are insta-dying here, so that's not a good indication of where I need to go for here. All right, well that's poor indication. We'll do implosion arrows. So after a second, they should explode. Yeah, it looks like they make a tiny bit of an explosion. Oh, that's kind of a pretty neat animation. I guess a tree would probably be the best thing to try it out on. Well, that doesn't change at all. And then we have our slicing arrows. Let's give our slicing arrows a try here. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool little electric line they got there. That might be good when you got a horde coming at you in the right from the front. You need to do a little backup shoot. And it should slice through them all. Can I find some more enemies out here, please? Will you spawn in? Ooh, that's a good ad clearing arrow. I like those. That might make me switch back to a bow here pretty soon. That's really nice. Let's get ourselves back to our respite. So next up in our little note list here is, yeah, those are the arrows, and then we have our launcher, which is a new type of sling bow that they added. The last new weapon of the autumn update is a new alternate for the sling bow, the launcher. The launcher is a multiple projectile weapon capable of being loaded with many explosive marbles at once. This allows the player to quickly single fire with a primary fire or use a secondary fire to crank up a large volley of marbles at once. Now this one is actually pretty interesting. This might be our new boss killer type of weapon. And what is a very interesting effect that they added is it kind of changes the element of what the gun looks like when you add these marbles. Let's see if I can grab some marbles here real quick so I can show off the pretty neat effect. Throw some ice ones, throw some lightning ones in here. Poison ones, there we go. That's about all the marbles. Now it does hold 12 in a chamber. I'm not sure if the previous lesser iterations are different here. But say we throw in some poison marbles here. Load animation is pretty solid. See, it changes greens, so it'll show you that you have poison equipped. You can fire these marbles one at a time, or you can just volley fire all of them. Now it does have a cascading effect, so this is kind of a mid-range weapon, not really a far-range weapon. I will say you do have a chance of just hurting yourself if you or you can launch yourself across the map, so enjoy your new rocket jump mechanic, I guess. Hey, yeah, that cluster fire is not very good at distance. So just be aware of that. I'm gonna die from poison, maybe. But yeah, that's the new launcher. I think this is probably gonna be people's go-to boss killing weapon from now on, besides your basic melee damage. But that's what the poison one looks like. A load of electricity and see what effect that has on the gun. It sparks a little. It's a bit weird. I do like how it gives it a little candle effect. Now surprisingly I don't have any explosive marbles, or I didn't see any when I looked at it. Let's do a quick look here. No, I surprisingly don't have any basic explosive marbles. That's interesting. But anyway, that's for the launcher. Now they did do some gameplay changes. Hitting 0 hunger will no longer kill you. It will, however, reduce your health to 5. which is basically killing you, but at least you're not just dying by going AFK. You'll just need to eat eventually. Hitting 25% hunger will reduce your maximum health, and the effect will worsen as you get closer to 0. Resting no longer removes time buffs, including food buffs, which is amazing when you're popping food buffs and you're crafting stuff. Exposed and grit traits have been removed. Now, I'm not sure about the grit trait. The exposed one's a little weird. I don't know why they would remove that. Oberon's bounty works on damaged nodes. Fishing stats affect fish catch rate, which I don't know why that had to be a gameplay change and not something that was just hard coded in, because that makes no sense. Skinning a creature on uneven terrain no longer results in SFX spam. Bound mortar and snipers no longer ignore stealth rating, which is good because when you crouched and a sniper was out there, they would just shoot you. Sun Giants will finish his attack when sometimes would not previously. The Halloween event is over and the rewards have been added to the progression system, which, you know, if you're like me and you were trying to get those 1,000 kills, this is kind of annoying now. So it's basically a new special events tab. Well, not new, but it was there when they had the Halloween thing. And you just click on these and buy them for green currency, which, you know, is a lot faster than getting 1,000 kills. To me, it's a bit of annoyance for the fans that actually went through and got these 1,000 kills, because I know it was a pain. I got quite a few, but I just didn't go all the way through there. Let's see here. Our repair cost should be displayed correct. Oh, no, we're up here. Planks and ramp structures have been added to the progression tree. Plugs should spawn more ivy. Now, ramps I've been waiting for quite a while, because I don't want stairs all the time. Sometimes I just want to walk up a ramp that's nice and smooth. It also looks nicer on some of your structures. Inventory crafting. Major cards are sorted ahead of minor cards in the inventory. That's a nice change, so it's not, you don't have to sort through it. Using more than 9 types of fuel at the same time will no longer disrupt the station's fuel display. Repair costs should be displayed correctly in the inventory when players have 0 essence. Fix for back options on any crafting bench closes the bench menu instead of returning to the previous tab. Fixes for logging out and when returning to the game when an item is in the crafting queue will cause the timer to display a negative number. I've never had that happen, but it's interesting that that can happen. Fix for offhand items is not hidden while reloading the revolver. That sometimes was funny because you'd have the grenades in your hand or the umbrella and it kind of just, you just turn it sideways while you're loading stuff, which, you know, loading bullets into a gun while holding something in your hand is very hard to do. Various fixes for materials on clothing not properly changing with crafting. Structures and environment fixes. Upon placing a Bhutan pillar, Bhutan T support pillar, the one above will no longer levitate in the air and appear empty inside. That's a weird graphics bug. I haven't experienced that, but since they changed the whole building mechanic of this game to not rely on physics, AI and NPC behavior. Recruited survivors may repeatedly jump over the stairs several times in a row, damaging themselves with every jump. That happens quite a lot. It's good that that's fixed. Survivors can no longer be hit by characters' knife attacks. Now, that's interesting. I guess I've never had that happen before, but I know they get pretty close. We got some known issues here that they still haven't fixed. Hang augment functions does not work on the right side of certain windows. That's a very weird thing that happens. Speaking through dialogue results in text stuttering with single letter. Yeah, that's because of their new text format, which I don't like. I wish they would go back to the old text format. It's kind of stupid the way they do it now. Like, I get it takes less screen space, but it was a lot nicer. Danu interactions area is very limited and covers only her legs. All minor cards remove bloom effect. Defay Wild Tavern Forge Greenhouse and Quarry minor cards do not behave as expected. Oberon's Bounty is not getting bonus yields to some resources despite indicating it's in the spell's description. Applying enchantments to tools moves it to a different hotbar slot. I've never had that happen. I'm gonna be annoyed when it does though. Fire arrows do not hit where players are aiming in third person. I guess so. That's a weird aiming thing. Especially life bar for Azazel and Panda might not be displayed after being down and going back to them. Remapping the interaction key makes it so the prompt no longer displays a key. Crafting station trait slots may become empty upon players' return to the realm. That one. That was super annoying to deal with. And it is still annoying. Because sometimes I'll have to replace all my refinement materials back onto the ground and move them a little bit. So they can't be all nice and neat like I had them to get them to effect on some of the tables. Crude portal might become unavailable when moving the blueprint in your structures. Stairs can't be placed upwards off floors. Chests ended up in a bad persistent state when moving long distances. Toggling the hood on and off will permanently hide a boss's health bar. That's interesting. Client picks have less range when in third-person camera mode. I don't play third-person, so I didn't know that. Boss rush known issues. Puck will appear the first time you click the Synchronous Lotus when he shouldn't. Pressing return to crossway on the map will get a character stuck. Quit and reload into that character via the main menu to continue. Okay, so when you're in boss rush, do not go to the crossways. That's good to know. But yeah, that's all the changes they made for this one, and let's end our video off with a good boss run. And we can also pop that back up. We can also show off how good this sword is. I did make some armor sets here and there. I don't think I can actually have enough to upgrade one of my armors. Hey, I do. Why not? Let's upgrade our helmet before we go into this boss fight for the end of this video. You see how good the knife is. Reopen portal for the boss rush. Now, I just started Gears 450 by the looks of it. It does say that they added new elements, which, as I'm going in this, I'm not sure if there's going to be dungeons and boss fights, or if it's just straight up boss fights. Let me drop off some of my materials real quick while that's loading up there. I'll sort this out later. Alright, so that portal should be active. I am kind of curious if Lizzie's going to and if he's going to get more essences, or if they're just going to give us sad old T3 and Tier 2. I'm guessing it's going to be Tier 4 essences, if it gives me essences at all. But yeah, let's see how far we can get in a boss rush. Oh, Lizzie does come with me. Okay, so I'm going to need to gear her out, since I haven't really been running with her. Wasn't this a cool little entrance? So you got 1, 11, and 21. So you can change your starting wave. We'll go with 1 now and just see how the difficulty scaling goes. I'll probably also have like a separate episode for another boss rush thing once I get further up. I thought it was supposed to play minor cards for me, but I guess not. And let's see what our first boss is, or if it's going to go in chronological order. Not going in chronological order. Big horde boss fight. My audio settings got changed. Holy crap, why? Yeah, I am so sorry about that. loud sound effect that was happening there. Ooh, I got that parry off. Here, let's see if I can get the parry off again. Probably not. Wave 1 complete. Wave 1 is too easy for me, apparently. Oh! Oh, okay. Teleport me, okay. The Tempest card has been played. Oh man, these are just automatic tier 5 resources like that. Oh, this changes things. I'm gonna have to rebuild all my gear again. That's nice. I'm gonna become very powerful. I didn't see any tier 4 rewards there. It looks like you just get tier 4 essence from killing the enemies. You should load like at least 10 into the boss fight rooms. We're gonna run through a couple of these pretty quickly here. I killed him before he fully spawned. Wonderful. Come in here with an empty inventory, I guess. I guess I should have came in here with a bed rested bonus as well. That would have helped even further my goals. Oh! There are pips boxes here. Ain't that nice? So you can... Pips boxes are like a interdimensional chest. So you can throw stuff in there and it'll show up at your pips box at home. So I gotta build one of those at my house because I generally don't use them. What's up, Yana? But yeah, we're getting tier 5 resources on things that you didn't normally have tier 5. That's a huge bonus. What's that poison at here? Okay, I am healing. Tier 4 infusions. I'll take them all while I can. The corruption guard has been played. I'm guessing these are here so you can see what they do. So damage of your melee attacks is increased, but your health regeneration is severely decreased. So I'm going to murder people. These infusions aren't really that good. We'll throw them in the box. I didn't make the best version of this gun, but you know, let's actually give a good test run on how powerful of a boss killing weapon this might be. Okay, if I can hit the broadside of the arm. Okay, never mind, that's just gonna get me killed. Oh, I got that parry on. You see that 20,000 damage pop there? Oh, he summoned his little minions. Yeah, we're getting these tier 5 materials that were generally, these guys didn't have tier 5. The weighted card has been played. When this card increases melee damage you deal while weighing down your body. It looks like all that stuff stayed in there. Oh, it looks like the sewer tunnel. I think this is the, yeah, this is the Harpy boss fight. I gotta get in close because of this anti-range shield. Make the water poison shit? No, they have not. I guess it's not supposed to be poisonous. Definitely looks like it's supposed to be poisonous. There's no reason I can think all these platforms are here. We just need to get tier 5 materials of her too, because she, if I remember right, has one hell of a good range. Stage 5. Yeah, she gets a range. She gets a range meat with her favorite meat, which can turn her meat into fiber. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need to come in here with a pretty decent empty inventory space. Let's drop these marbles off in here. I'm sure I'll need them. Well, I'm probably not gonna need them later, but they are taking up space here. You know, actually, this might be a good idea to show off some entanglement arrows. So I'm sure they'll work on this boss here. Ah, this boss fight. Oh, that has no drop. They do work on bosses. Oh!
Taro-san.
Run right into the pillar.
Taro-san.
And get out of here. What we got? We got her fabled meats, which she does. Oh, she's a crit damage person. Interesting. Take all that, please. Throw these infusions in here since they're still tier 4, and I'm looking for those sweet tier 5 and 6s. But I don't think you get tier 6s until you get yourself up to at least rank 20. We definitely don't need the stone weighing us down. Or these tier 4 materials that I got out of them. You can leave as well. Alright, move on to the next fight, which I think might be a sun giant. Yeah, sun giant. This will be bad or good. Oh, I got that parry off. Stop nerfing myself. How about you guys? Oh! Please tell me you survived that, Lizzie. I was like, Lizzie, no, Lizzie went down. Is that gonna kick me out, or is that gonna give me another chance at this fight? Oh, that kicked me out. I kept all those resources. Yeah, let's end this video with a wave 21 start. See how crazy they are at wave 21. I see the reward chest is still here, but I can't access it. Yeah, if I came in here with a sleep bonus, it'd be much better. Let's see how much crazy this guy is at wave 21. Now that I know doing this is getting those nice tier 5 materials, I can make better armor and probably survive this a lot more. Hey, it's the Jabberwock! First boss of the game. How strong are you, sir? Oh, you ain't strong at all. Guy so fast, or they added this? Higher slavery. 5. Huh. Okay, that said wave 1. I believe I clicked starting at 21. Maybe that doesn't work, and that's why he was so weak.
Who's it?
Yeah, I don't think starting at 21 worked. Yeah, but I'll probably do this quite a bit and farm up some good materials, and then I'll make a separate video of me going through the boss rush and see how far we get. This was mainly a update video for you guys, and like I said, I know I'm a bit late, but I was a bit busy, and I was trying to figure out how to get this stuff and acquire it and be able to show some of the crap off. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know I haven't been posting videos on this very much because there hasn't been much to post. I'll keep posting the update videos while they keep working on them until this game, I'm guessing, is going to get abandoned or kind of finished. I've been hearing that the studio hasn't been doing so well, and they've had a lot of sales on this game recently. But anyway, I've also been playing Stalker 2. I've been working on getting some videos. I just had some technical issues done with that one. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My next video on this game should be the boss rush once I get some materials crafted and see how far we can go. But anyway, yeah. Like always, please leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, later, guys.